Welcome to a muzzled chat. Folks, today's episode's going to be all about Lyme disease. Why? Well, because I'm pretty much in the throes of a full-fledged Herx reaction. Some may say Herx time reaction. Some might still ask, what is that? Well, how do we put it today? Let's just say I am having a hard time even putting words together right now. So bear with me. But let it be the proof that Lyme disease and biowarfare is no freaking joke. And we are all threatened by it each day on this planet we live in this life, right here, right now. And it is so real. Well, let's just say if someone's suffering by something, typically you get treated and things get better, right? More often than not with Lyme diseases, you get treated, things get worse before it gets better. And that's basically what they're referring to as a Herx reaction. It can be good indicators that things are moving in the right direction because if you think of it, the bacteria, the Lyme itself, there's die-off. It releases all these toxins throughout the body. So nausea, brain fog, messed up vision, vertigo, tinnitus, trouble sleeping, pain throughout the body. You know, there's a slew of symptoms. And it's wild because, golly, we only upped binders and a pharmaceutical drug, and it is kicking me in the butt. I am barely functioning right now, and I don't know, for someone out there with Lyme, maybe this resonates with you, but it's like, even as I speak right now, I'm having an out-of-body experience. I know it's going to be very weird watching this back, because like it's a misrepresentation. This body, how I'm even interacting with the microphone on this episode, than how I'm actually feeling. It's really hard to articulate. But with this Herx, mood, Lyme rage could very well end up being a thing. I feel very irritable, short-tempered, testy. My mood has been gravely impacted with this Herx. Feeling a lot more doubtful in the dumps, stressed even about finances, about this podcast, about the current state of affairs, everything. And it's crazy. I guess it's just a testament to how important it is for us to pick up our Bibles and work on that relationship, because even in the midst of fighting this battle with Lyme, I've found peace and happiness. Even in the Herx reaction to a degree, but this Herx really, it is messing me up, and I just got to take it easy. Doctor even said it's an indicator that my body may just not be able to keep up detoxifying the level of die-off that is happening. And it wouldn't hurt to skip a day or two on some of these protocols to help combat that and let my body catch up. So I'll be excited to do an infrared assault. I'm really having a hard time putting words together right now, but I know an infrared sauna session is definitely on the cards tonight. I know it's going to help me. I don't think I'm going to push it that hard. Maybe I'll do a lengthier but a lighter temperature. Help detoxify a little bit. My heart goes out to anyone and everyone struggling. Like, as to how the world hasn't taken this more serious, I don't get it. Your wealth won't protect you from this bioweapon. Your job won't protect you. Can we do two things? We need to help and support those that are in the throes of this illness. And we need to eradicate biowarfare from happening any longer. I know they have other things down the pipe. They've threatened it. They said it. There's so much more we could be doing. So I guess lyme being a part of biowarfare and a war tactic, tying right directly into that, I don't get how many men, women in this world can go about their lives not acknowledging we are living in a wartime, especially when women and children are being targeted all around us, right here in our own homes, right here on our own soil. But it's not just America. This is a global war. They've made it that. The globalists have made it that with the food, what they've done there, the water, the chemtrails, clearly biowarfare. Clearly under the guise of human aid for some time. And they put nerdy, evil characters such as Bill Gates on the face in the Bill and Melinda Gates foundations. And I'm going deeper than my abilities today. I just wanted to come on and share as to how the Herx is kicking my butt. Just be honest, be frank with you. And it freaking sucks. And the most painful thing about it all to me is that it's hindering me from showing up effectively on these front lines, engaging in this war that none of us asked for, and seeking solutions. It's effectively taking me out. And that pisses me off. Because I know the war isn't taking the day off. We need more support. We need more help. We need deep pockets to freaking wake up and engage into this. The millionaires, the billionaires. Because the reality of it is, if you don't engage, your money could be very beneficial. It's not all about money. It's about uniting the people, and we become the solutions to our problems together in unity, in ruling out corruption. And I know we can do that. But if we could get some of the wealthy on board, my goodness, does that provide profound solutions, because we could ramp things up here in such a way that our outreach would grow faster. We could instigate marketing campaigns and petitions and all sorts of things that we would only be able to do through funding. I get that a lot of these millionaires and billionaires, they don't have the time to engage in these world affairs as their current lifestyles dictate. But no one will be immune if we lose total control to these freaking globalists, unless they're the billionaires that are a part of that club. Even then, as if they're not going to eat their own. But my call, and you don't have to be a millionaire even, but my call is, for a lot of people, it becomes quite frustrating when I'm doing all I can, even amongst the illness, to try to provide solutions to actually become a solution where people won't even connect the dots in a simple way of, wow, supporting this man could potentially be the easiest solution for me. So it's like, put me in, donate to Unmuzzled Chat, help fund and finance this platform to have more positive impact. You don't have to base it on this singular episode. Look at what we've invested in thus far in almost nearing 200 episodes. It's all to the betterment of humanity and ensuring a better tomorrow. Help improving quality of lives, creating an alternate economy, just tangible steps, tangible solutions. But it's crazy. I want to go upside some of the well-off folks, smack them upside the face and be like, what have you done today, being a man of means, to engage in this war, help be part of the solution? And so many of them are like, what are you even talking about? And it's like, exactly. At minimum, let me go to war for you. Fund a muzzle chat. Let us go to war for you. We can't guarantee that things won't lead to where all men are basically forced, engaged in this war, whether it's civil war, invasion's already happening. But it may lead to that regardless. But the more momentum platforms like this gain, you decrease the odds of it resorting to just that. So I hope people can connect that dot. Let go of their greed and see the situation for how it actually is. I am ranting at this point. Do I even leave this in this episode? I don't know. It just becomes that heart-wrenching, that frustrating, because it's like, wow, if these people would get on board and more funding will come through, then we could bring more awareness. We could help these individuals. We could push this along. There's so much we could do. All meanwhile, millions of people are suffering. Millions of people are suffering from Lyme. Millions of people are suffering from the jab, all biowarfare. I don't know how many people are suffering from cancer, but it's obviously a big number too. We need freaking solutions. Let's shorten the days. What is it going to take? How many dollars? Let's get it. 10? No, 10's not going to move the needle. 10,000? A million? 10 million? 100 million? Whatever it's going to take. How many people is it going to take to become the solution? 1,000? 10,000? 10 million? Doesn't matter. Let's get to that number it's going to take, and we'll know when we have arrived. Until then, we got to take this deadly serious and can't afford to not acknowledge that we live in a wartime. Not going to dive in depth over it right here, right now. We've covered it. It is clear as day. I mean, the simple fact, this very discussion and what I'm talking about and I'm fighting in my body is a bioweapon. To that person, just do your own research. Listen to more Muzzle Chat episodes. You'll find it. I don't believe I've put off the right energy that I was really trying, like hoping for, in sitting in this chair today. I'm still grateful to be here. I just want to utilize as I'm in the suck, kind of like to hopefully build momentum, knowing I'm not the only one in the suck. How important it is we up awareness to help pull others out of this suck. With that being said, let me just play a few trailers. And if you're unfamiliar with Lyme disease, I'll put the links down below. And these 3 documentaries are pretty powerful. But as you know, I mean, it's no secret, Tucker just interviewed Chris Newby on his platform. And they went over the origins of Lyme disease being a bioweapon. This is such a grave threat. How do we even sound the alarm on seemingly the well? Like, this infiltrates your brain. It steals life and joy and you. I don't want this to be a threat for you now or in the future. So let's band together and ensure it's not. All right, so this first one, this is the oldest of the three, under our skin. So some of the data and talking points are dated. And experiences can be a little different now because it seems to be a little more in the know now. But not nearly where it needs to be.
I didn't know what was happening to me. Thought I was gonna die.
He kept saying to us, I have no idea what this is.
We have, I think, a horrible epidemic. It's the next tsunami.
It is an epidemic.
I used to do ballet.
She just went downhill very fast.
I went from being a gifted athlete to there's times when it's hard to put a shirt on.
It just doesn't seem possible that this poppy seed sized thing is going to make you bedridden, possibly for the rest of your life.
There's Lyme disease everywhere.
It's more prevalent than AIDS.
How many more people are going to suffer before the truth comes out?
Right.
As citizens, we ought to be astonished and alarmed.
The major medical journals have published that chronic Lyme disease is not real and it's a psychosomatic condition.
Wow.
I kept getting poo-pooed by the doctors.
We don't think there's anything wrong with you.
There is nothing wrong.
There's no medicine for someone like you.
They don't have any evidence of ever having had Lyme disease once.
She shouldn't have had to die.
We know about Lyme disease. It's something that we have a good handle on. Well, that's nonsense.
Such a waste.
Insurance companies trying to get rid of doctors who cost them a lot of money. What he'll do will be to cite that there's no such thing as chronic Lyme disease. They don't want to pay.
It is difficult for doctors who want to stand up and help these patients.
Dr. Jim Seck's license is suspended.
There's a message that's going to be sent to the other doctors that it's not safe to take a Lyme patient on and treat them.
That is messed up.
I had to fight for what I got. I'm glad to be here.
By the time you're so disabled, you're in a panic state. How do you know how to fix it? How do you know what to do?
It's a pretty good one. Check it out. Bedridden, possibly for life. It's no joke. I remember at times just existing. I can't even explain it. It's as though you're on the craziest drugs, but you're not. And you're just not functioning. You're just existing. And it's hell. Okay, this one, the quiet epidemic. And out of the three, I'd venture to say this one might be the most informational, but they're all great. Give this trailer a listen.
As a kid, I was very eager. I was very active. I loved to dance, but those things about me started to change. Even though I knew something was wrong, I never imagined it would be this.
Empty meds. Those are all full. This is what life
boxes. Wow. This is what his
There
life
are more
became.
cases than HIV and breast cancer combined.
Right now, my hands are burning.
You could do all the right things and get bit by a tick, and it'll change your world forever.
It's not just ticks.
I was having a lot of
Mosquitoes.
patients coming into my office with bullseye rashes, and about 80% would get better with antibiotics, but 20% would not.
Here's a disease that's affecting a lot of people, can be costly, and there's been a very active effort to define not Lyme disease away, but chronic Lyme disease away.
They saw nothing wrong in the laboratory test, and they figured she must be faking it.
This is one of the most controversial, divisive debates in medicine today.
The Lyme disease bacteria is definitely one of the smartest on the planet, knows how to change forms.
Every doctor I've been to is saying it's all in your head.
Hear that?
Still have these doctors who are digging their heels in the sand.
Smartest on the planet knows how to
Medicine today.
The Lyme disease bacteria is definitely one of the smartest on the planet.
The Lyme disease bacteria is one of the most smartest bacteria on the planet.
Knows how to change forms.
Knows how to change forms. I even had a naturopathic here talk about the DNA sequencing behind Lyme disease. And from the research the team he was behind has done, and definitively talking about how well engineered this bioweapon was and is. And it's baffling doctors and scientists to this freaking day. We cannot even imagine. This dates back to the 50s, 70s. We can't even imagine what they're unleashing upon us. And they're spraying our skies, pouring filth in our water and food, and manipulating people under freaking mass psychosis to roll up their sleeves. It's sick. What are we doing? I remember the doctor saying most diseases, like your colds, your flus, or anything, it's like the DNA sequencing is only like 10 to in 20s at the longest. But Lyme disease is like in the hundreds. He's just baffled. Sorry, I did not mean to disrupt the clip. Let's continue.
Every doctor I've been to is saying it's all in your head.
You still have these doctors who are digging their heels in the sand.
Investigate the CDC!
If you could image this, I'm not sure there's a controversy anymore.
You have your answer.
So I'm not going crazy.
You're not going crazy. How many people go through this and then just go home and suffer in silence?
Too many. The answer is too many. Okay, let's play this last one. This is from The Monster Inside Me documentary.
It's a very bad joke I use for people when they come to me with psychological issues because they've seen so many psychologists or psychiatrists or physicians who tell them it's all in their head. And what I said to them is they were absolutely right. It's all in your head. There are bacteria in your head and there are toxins in your head and these are making you sick.
Just as they all do, like, I think you're a little depressed. You have a lot going on in your life. Here, take this. So she handed me the Prozac. So that's when it all started.
I have ALS patients. I have MS patients. The majority of my patients that I have that came in with those presentations, yeah, they're Lyme, for sure.
The physician, he or she, needs to be that vehicle, that facilitator.
And you know, doctors, we're lucky to be qualified to just find the medical stuff, let alone the depth that needs to happen. So healing is a deeper word.
The difficult thing about having Lyme is that I've hidden it from my closest friends and family. They all know that I have Lyme, and some of them are familiar with some of my symptoms, but they have no idea that this monster lives inside of me.
And people say, well, things can't get any worse. There's always somebody worse than you. These are folks who don't have Lyme.
Very true statement. I'd venture to say depends on the stage you're at. If you're in chronic, full-blown flare-up Lyme, yeah, you would be part of the problem going up to one of those individuals telling them it can always get worse. Might as well push them off the edge because they're clinging on. I pray to beat this as soon as possible so I can effectively show up for all of you. But for whatever reason, there's more I'm to learn and be humbled in this disease, this illness, undoubtedly. I know God has the power to heal of us all instantly, but we're here to experience this life. So it may not be his will. So we got to just look inwardly and make the best we can out of it and of it. This battle with Lyme disease has not been easy. And I'm sure for so many of you out there, it's not easy. I pray you get strength and breakthroughs and your paths be made clear before you. Well over 100,000. What are we, 4 years into this thing? Still depending on some more breakthroughs. We need better solutions. This is unacceptable. Even if financially everything was covered, folks with Lyme wouldn't make it. But compile on. Let's redo that analogy. Even if there was financial assistance all the way through it, and the solutions were clear, not everyone would make it through it. You take away the finances, and you could obviously imagine on top of what you're dealing with now, a whole other sickness that is just going to drain your bank account that much more, or entirely, or everything you own. And then you take away the clear path. And it's years and years, potentially a lifelong journey trying to find out what is going to work for you. This is freaking unacceptable. We got to up the testing and diagnosing. We got to up the treatment and protocols. We must up funding and support for the individuals that are struggling. And we got to eradicate biowarfare. I know I'm repetitive here, but it must be done. And we're not going to stop till it's done. Help us do this. And once again, if you can't show up for it every day, allow me. Send $1 to a muzzled chat today. I will commit that $1 to the fight against Lyme disease. $1, $10, any dollars. I'm just fired up because I know what it's like. I know how it feels. And I want to help clear the paths for those that are suffering and end this suffering entirely. Plug around on a Lyme group. Join a Lyme group. It's like people talk about wanting to throw into the towel basically daily. It's horrific. They need your help. We all do. We want to go to the source of the issues. Help us achieve that. But I'm grateful for things to have stabled out to a degree, to heal enough to a degree to function in some sense here. It's been so hard. Even playing back on my limitations, yes, it seems I've connected some dots and I get some things, but I speak so limited, and I just know it's going to be problematic and not cater to the masses, but it's irrelevant. I got to do my part irregardless, because if it has any positive effect at all, I mean, that's what it's going to take, and for all of us to do. So if it all just being a somewhat of an example, I suppose that's at least something. But what are we on this new protocol? We're 16 IVs deep. We've moved it to every other week, where I get to go in, get a needle in my arm and sit there for like 3.5 hours. And then I'll do an ozone sauna, and then I'll do a BCX, kind of like a Rife machine, a frequency machine. I can't wait to get one of the centropic mats, but I do red light therapy every morning religiously. I have a whole slew of supplements, tinctures, binders I take with meals, without meals, more binders in the evening, some powder substances. I do the Lyme magnetic kit. Seems to help a bit. I do 2 TRT shots a week, and that level's been maintaining around a 600, which isn't ideal. It's still low. I can feel it when I try working out. It's just the muscle fatigue. It's just not engaging like the body wants to, because and a lot of men are feeling that. They've lost that strength. They're not able to work those muscles correctly just due to our bodies are dependent on this testosterone to function properly. I wonder why. And it's no secret to me as to why it has been targeted and depleted out of our system. Obviously, gym's a big part of my health program. Not enough. And I might need to start instigating more cardio. But I'm going to be doing a big shift in diet here. Change in information isn't going to hurt, right? So I've gotten a hold of some good beef sources. Man, I'm having a hard time putting words together. That I trust, and I'm going to start doing more carnivore and elimination diet. And we'll see. Stay tuned. We'll see how that goes. Doing structured water. Obviously, getting into the Bible each and every day is very important. Journaling, very important. Positive social interaction. I swear I'm missing things regarding my protocol and what I'm engaged in every day right now. But I just need to end this to get in that infrared sauna blanket. So I suppose, in closing, I have 2 main frustrations to vent. It's my personal inability of not being able to show up on behalf of you and just really hit it out of the park. And then secondly, like how do we get people to freaking do their homework and absorb this and the grave threat it actually is, and take it as serious as a threat as it deserves? How? Because if it stays only those that become afflictive and start dealing with chronic symptoms, we are in trouble. We got to help be the solutions to people, but even bigger, we got to stop this from like biowarfare from continually being a thing. Please help us accomplish that. That's our commitment here on Unmuzzled. It's what I'm here for. It's my calling. If you want to vet me further before any donation or before anything, reach out, email. If you're that serious, I'll give you my cellular, and we can start coordinating and getting wheels in motion to helping people. But obviously what we're trying to do here goes beyond the scope of even just this disease, because there's other angles of attack that need to be addressed too. Have no idea. I'm on one. I'm feeling it. Probably shown it just fine too. But it's okay. Life ebbs and flows, up and down, right? I'm going to keep getting up no matter what. Today's daily devotional, May 23rd. Approach each new day with a desire to find me. Before you get out of bed, I have already been working to prepare the path that will get you through this day. There are hidden treasures strategically placed along the way. Some of the treasures are trials designed to shake you free from earth shackles. It's powerful. Others are blessings that reveal my presence sunshine, flowers, birds, friendships, answered prayer. I have not abandoned this sin-racked world. I am still richly present in it. Search for deep treasure as you go through this day. You will find me along the way. I'm going to have to edit out a bunch of even just reading just now. I'm having a really freaking hard time reading words on paper. Fancy that. But I do love, we must all acknowledge these treasures, these trials designed to shake us free from earth's shackles. Powerful. Let's free ourselves, and we can achieve this together. We need your help. First scripture read, Colossians 2:2. I want them to be encouraged and knit together by strong ties of love. I want them to have complete confidence that they understand God's mysterious plan, which is Christ Himself. Amen. If we could grasp that, just that, everything will fall into place. Then we have Isaiah 33:6. In that day, He will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure. That is the only healthy fear there is, because He's there to bless us, lift us up, give us peace. We're not to fear anything else in this life. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey here on A Muzzled Chat and supporting us thus far. Much more to come. Awesome guests are lining up. So stay tuned. Please share this far and wide. Folks, check out our affiliations in the comment section. Stop providing money to our enemies with your current cellular providers. We have a Christian conservative provider, Patriot Mobile, right here in the links. Use the promo code UNMUZZLED. Get the protections. You could potentially save money, get better cellular service. It's a no-brainer, but we must take this action today. Protect yourself with an EMP shield, especially on your vehicle. That is becoming one of the greatest threats. While we still got the discount, check the link below. Ball charge. You know what? I got to wrap this up because I can't wait to get in the infrared sauna blanket. I need more detox. And they got a slew of products that will help breathe light and life into your body. Be sure to check them out. Okay, and lastly, get some freedom merch. Start standing for something like right here. Truth is the new hate speech. Who doesn't want to rock that? We need more people out there standing for truth. Time to grow a backbone. Time to unite. Time to start becoming the solution. God bless you all. Have a great evening. Take care.